The Sims is giving away another pack for free, and this time it's the Blooming Rooms kit, which in my opinion is one of the better kits. You've probably seen this one, but in case you haven't, it's basically the plant kit. The description says, bring the outdoors inside with lush greenery that breathes new life into any space in the Sims 4 Blooming Rooms kit. And most of this stuff is like house plants, little plant decor, things like that. It's got a couple kind of random items. It's got this really weird glass plant table. It's got a leaf curtain, but there's also a couple of really cute little decor plants. There's a really amazing hanging plant, and this whole pack is available completely for free right now. I like to make videos when they've got these huge pack sales because I want to make sure as many people as possible know about it. Unfortunately, this time it's only for free on PC and Mac, and to claim it, all you have to do is go into the EA app and like buy it. You just buy it for $0. It's on sale for 100% off right now. I know that really sucks for console players, but this one in particular is meant as a consolation prize because of the EA app. They have officially finally rolled out the EA app to all Mac users now. And so this free pack is kind of like a so sorry about making you switch. Here's a free game. Please don't hate us kind of thing. But honestly, even if you do play on console, if you have the ability to create an EA account and just go and claim this, I probably would. It's free to make an account. It's free to get the Sims 4 base game, and then you can claim this pack while it's free. And then in case you get a computer someday in the future, you'll already have this account with a pack on it. And if you do play The Sims on your computer, run and go and grab this right now. It's only on sale like this for a couple of weeks, and I would hate for you to miss it, so make sure you don't forget. And to celebrate, I think that we should try and do some sort of build with just the base game and the Blooming Rooms kit. I have two visions. The first is kind of like a cottagey sort of vibe full of plants, and the other one is like a slightly more modern house with like a fancy backyard back patio full of plants. I prefer the cottage vibe personally, but most of the stuff in this pack kind of has that like modern energy to it. So if we want to use these things, I don't think they'll fit in the cottage vibe. But then like this little thing is perfect for a little cottage. So I'm not really sure what to do. These items do come, oh, interesting. I was gonna say these items do come in pink. I didn't realize that this shelf had so many fun colors. Maybe that should be our inspo for like the entire build. I think we can do that. I like the pink, I like the orange. I'm actually kind of wondering about maybe doing some sort of A-frame build. It's actually been a really long time since I did something like this. And I don't know, this might actually have some potential. When I say A-frame build, it's it's kind of chaotic, isn't it? Maybe it should be smaller on the top floor. It takes up so much space to do one of these A-frames, and it's actually really small on the inside. We could totally get something like this though that comes out on the side, so that makes it a little bit bigger. Okay, here's my plan. Small second floor thing over here. And then this part I was kind of picturing could maybe become some sort of balcony space. I realized that's like really, really weird, and this part of the roof is not helping. That looks absolutely horrible. But imagine if we got it so I could have a pergola up there or something. Like this could actually be kind of interesting. I feel like this gives us the starting point that we need. Ooh, look at that dark green color. Listen, I can acknowledge that this is super weird, okay? So thank you for sticking with me for a second. I swear I'm gonna figure this out, okay? I swear it's gonna be fine. Oh, can I have like even more space than that on the inside? Oh, I think I can. The problem is I think that might paint the inside wall. Yeah, well, we could do it like this and then we won't have to worry about that. Okay, so I was kind of picturing, and this might be a bad idea, but I was kind of picturing that this would be lofted. Oh my God, absolutely not thought through in the slightest. Okay, try again. We actually have to have like a million roof pieces. Okay, that's not clipping anymore. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Really? Well, depending on what color we paint the exterior, that might end up being okay. It kind of just depends. I am also currently feeling as though maybe I should extend this out like one more tile. That gives us a reasonably sized bedroom upstairs, so we could totally use it like that. And then downstairs, I was actually kind of picturing that maybe this part could become like a greenhouse. Again, don't really know if that's a good idea, but that was my initial vision. I'm just gonna throw some furniture in here real quick so you can kind of visualize what I'm talking about a little bit better. So I think this is the kitchen, dining room, living room. We have a huge greenhouse that'll be full of plants. We have one bathroom downstairs, and then upstairs we have that lofted bedroom, and that's the whole house, but like full of plants. The main inspo is just small and covered in plants. Yikes. Okay, unfortunately, the A-frame vibes do actually look better when you have more packs than this. I think that's what I'm discovering here today. Oh, interesting. If I do that, that kind of stops it being so, I mean, you can still see there's like a hole back there, but the fence kind of helps. I'm like so completely aware of how bad this is looking right now that it's like really throwing me off. Okay, I don't think this is the worst thing. I think it's kind of cool to have the green roof and the green pergola. I was trying to do something different with the fence. It might be better if it was just glass, but I don't like that trim. So I was trying to see if I could use a fancy one. Thankfully, this section is like the exact right size to fit the big windows that I want. So that's good. I don't think I'll use them on the side, just on the front. Sadly for us, I don't think we can put windows down here. I don't think that any of them are gonna look good, but that's fine. We can just have the big windows on the front. That'll be okay. It's a little dark down here, but ignore it, it's fine. I had also originally pictured maybe having windows like this all the way across this back wall. I don't know if that's good, but it is at least something. So that's nice. I also might use this door instead of a sliding door. I don't know if this looks like absolutely horrible or not. It does help with the lighting down here. It feels a bit brighter in this room now. Of course, that's clipping into the window. I don't know. I think it looks actually really bad, so never mind. Why did I have to go and make something weird? Like, why couldn't I have just built a normal house? Yeah, I'm making this ridiculous build right now. For what reason? Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay. Well, we've got a vision now at least. Let me think about landscaping, because I feel like once we have some more landscaping in, it's gonna look a million times better. We just have to get plants like actually everywhere, and then I think it's gonna look a million times better. We know we want to have this pink and blue and yellow sort of vibe going on, so I might use hot pink flowers outside. Okay, I put a tree right next to it. I think that also helps. And now I'm kind of just trying to go through and get a mixture of different bushes added in. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna use debug. I think this might be our time to shine. I'm gonna get some of those debug like little concrete slabs to put walking up to the front door. I could use the square ones, but they don't really fit that well, so I think I should use these wider ones. Oh, except that also does not fit that well. Okay, scoot the whole thing back one tile. As long as we just space these out correctly, it'll be fine. Okay, and then we can get a mailbox. It's either that or we put gravel down, because I don't think a little gravel walkway is that bad either. I don't know. I'm worried about functionality of that other path. I like how it looks better, but I'm kind of scared that your Sims won't step on it correctly. I'm gonna get a big bush right here, and then we can probably try to mix in some more of these same plants over on this side. Oh, I'm kind of scared that I've done like entirely too much with this build. I think the landscaping looks pretty though. Hopefully it's not bad. Initial gut idea was to put like a siding, but I don't think that looks good at all. I actually think that looks kind of terrible. So then I'm like, maybe it should be plain white. At least plain white in the front might be okay. We could always get an accent color like on the side. I don't know. We also have to remember that it's gonna have the white on the inside. Like that just painted this wall. So now that wall has to be that same texture because it's forcing itself to be. Same with this wall. Oh, and this back wall in the bathroom. Ah, it's really hard. That's okay. I can put this along that back wall. I'd actually like to use some kind of fun stuff in these rooms if we can. Like this kind of funky green sink could be cool. I could put a green mirror with it. I won't use the green tile on all the walls, but we'll put it on a couple, and then we can get like a little green thingy. I don't know. Oh, this room actually is kind of ugly. Oh, but look, they've got butterflies. That makes it better. And then we can put some clutter in the tub. We need to remember that this thing is our inspo for this build. We're using that to determine the entire rest of the build. So we have to keep that in mind as we're doing this. I would also very much like to use basically everything from the Blooming Rooms kit. And I don't actually think that's gonna be that hard because look, this plant fits perfectly in this room. This one we can use in here easily. We've got all these little trees and like small plants that'll fit really nice as well. This lamp, I must say, I think is kind of my biggest fear right now. This is the item that I think is holding me up. I'm also kind of worried about these plant curtains. This item is why I was thinking about doing a cottage, because I felt like the plant curtains would look really nice in a cottage, but if we're making this greenhouse space, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Ooh, maybe I could use this shelf right here. That makes this little hallway extremely tight. I don't know if that's good or not. Of course, nothing comes in the orange color that they've got on this item, because that would just make too much sense. It does come in the blue. Is this the right orange color? No. I don't really want to use the blue color either. Maybe I could just use this orange one and then we'll pretend that it's the right color. That's fine, right? Like, you think that's fine. Okay, it's obviously like a really tight kitchen. I am gonna give them a dishwasher too, because we might as well. They've got 3 counters that they can cook on. I love the idea of this sofa, but it doesn't come in any of the right colors. Like, any of the right colors. Oh my god, and this light has to be scooted so far forward as to not clip. Yikes. I want a pretty rug, but none of them are good. Oh, the base game rug problem strikes again. I don't really like any of these. Okay, I'm considering trying something like this, keeping the couch in white. We've got this little accent chair, because we can add color in other ways. I could get this kind of cool accent wall back here. Oh wait, if I use this accent chair, can there even be a dining table? Oh, probably not. Uh-oh. Okay, well, these are the accent chairs then. That's fine. We have to put this item inside of the greenhouse space before I forget. I have a little propagation station that we can put in. This is gonna be so cute, just upstairs somewhere, because it's not gonna fit anywhere else. Okay, I can't even get in here to show you, but I was thinking about maybe putting this little thing above the stove. Like maybe you're growing some herbs or something. A lot of these plants are the ones that I struggle the most with. Like the little ones probably won't be that hard to put in the living spaces. It's the big ones and then these like decorative side tables that I'm kind of worried about fitting in here. Oh, this will be so cute by the front door. And that comes in like the exact right colors already just by default. I wonder if this will fit on this wall. I don't know, that wall's kind of scary to me. I'm gonna do a really tiny plant right there, and then I'll probably hang this fancy light because this one's pretty long. I might put that up here, like centered in front of this window. We can get a little plant on this wall by the front door. I'll have to bring a sim and test if they can still get up the stairs, but I think they can. Okay, maybe this thing will be better inside of the greenhouse room then, because I think I want a little bit more space to put more furniture in this area. I feel like we need a bookshelf or like something tall right here. I'm gonna do plain white tile behind the kitchen cabinetry. I think once we add in some different other colors onto the walls in here, it's gonna make a huge difference. We do have to be kind of careful about which walls we're changing the colors of, obviously, because we know that we can't do all of them. But I think having that little bit of pink, it kind of like wraps around the room. It looks a little bit better like that. And then I want to really clutter this place up. I'm gonna put so many plants around the place. I raised this one up to go on top of this shelf, and that even comes in like a cool pink color. I'm putting a basket in there. I'm gonna put a basket in there too, because that helps to fill in the shelf. I'd love for this to be bigger. I just don't know if they can sit on the sofa like that. Maybe I should get a sim. Oh no, I disabled my pack so my sim has no clothes on. I'm sorry, Shirley. That's my bad. Sorry. Oh, you can sit there. Oh, that's fine. It's probably like a problem on this chair because her head kind of clips. Well, maybe I'll just raise it up like the tiniest little bit extra. She can just deal with it. Shirley, can you get in here? Can you get upstairs? Uh-oh. Okay, I have discovered that this plant is a problem. Well, I could use that in the bathroom probably. That'll fit above the toilet. And that's good because we have no plants in there right now. Really tempted to put another dresser down here. We don't actually really need to have a dresser down here because I'm gonna have space for it upstairs, but I kind of like the idea of having more storage. I'm also gonna put a clock on this wall. That's like a placeholder for if you have seasons, I would swap that to be a thermostat. But obviously I'm playing with just the base game right now, so we don't have seasons to use for that. I'm gonna put a plant back there in the corner. Plus that one comes in some kind of nice colors. And I don't know if I want them to cook in that corner, unless we want to use that corner as the only place to cook, because then we have the stuff that's more visible kind of pulled out towards the front. Shirley, can you still get around? Yes. What if I put a coffee table? Can you still get around through that? I'm sorry that she's naked. I actually feel bad. It's my fault. I turned off all my packs. I think that's the best I can do furniture wise. I'm just feeling like this wall is kind of blank and I don't love a plain blank wall like that. So maybe I could put this picture there. I'd like to have something right here too. I just don't know what. I really would like to have a chair. This one doesn't even come in pastel pink. Oh, maybe a radio or something? Or a lamp. I mean, that thing is technically a lamp, so having a lamp here is unnecessary, isn't it? Maybe a plant? And we could put like a couple of pictures right there on that wall. Maybe that's better. I just need something tall across from it. And that probably is this whole main living space done. Now we gotta think greenhouse, and this is a mess. mess because I'm planning on putting like everything in this room. I would really like to use every single item from this entire pack in here. Like I was saying earlier, I would really at least like to try to use every single item from the entire pack somewhere in this build. So this is kind of what I've got so far for the main layout in here. I think I'll put the brick, it could probably be the same color brick, but I will also add in some little planter boxes and we can use those to put real plants in, like real seeds in. I like this because it's like you're propagating stuff, so we can keep that in the greenhouse. Here we go. I got some clothes on Shirley. I'm gonna see if she can come plant me a few things because I would love to put these inside of the room. How many do I have? 4? Okay. The only problem is the plants get kind of glitchy when you put them inside. Like, look at this weird lighting glitch on them now. I can try and make them full grown real quick. Look, why does it look like that? Reset. Oh my God. That's like worst case scenario. I don't want it to look like that. Oh, I'm so frustrated by that. I am gonna put a couple little gardening tool sets in here because we can add some stuff to fill in these open shelves. Maybe they have a notebook. This sim keeps like track of their things they've planted. I don't know. I've used everything from the Blooming Rooms kit now, so I can start using some of the base game plants, I think. I put some big plants on this shelf over here, and maybe that could be the greenhouse room done. Oh, wait, maybe I'll put a ceiling fan. Can I use the Plum Bob one? Look, when else are we gonna get a chance to use that? It even comes in pink. I think I will do that. Okay, that's the greenhouse room done. Let's move upstairs and think about our bedroom. I am unfortunately thinking about using this cheap base game bed just because the other ones don't look as good. I may want to get one of these hanging plants again. Well, maybe not. It's really busy in there. Never mind. Original vision was to have the pink rug. Not so sure about that plan now, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I can mix in some pink through other things, like these little pink nightstands. I'd also really like to have a desk up here because I just think it's so useful to have a desk for your Sims. You're always needing to do computer stuff, so it's really helpful to have. I don't really like the glass one. Maybe I'll do it like that and scoot it over into the corner. And then maybe I can use this huge plant lamp again. I've actually never used this plant lamp before today. This is my first time ever doing this. Normally I don't like it very much, but I feel like it kind of works in here. I'm putting this thing on that table. And then I want to get this cute little shelf and I'll put 3 teeny tiny plants on it. That's fine because we can get some more pink in here that way. Yeah, I think I'll use the same wardrobe again upstairs, but I'll make it pink this time. And we can't paint most of these walls, but I can paint that one. So I'll do pink on there. Maybe a full-length mirror right here on this wall. Pencil cup. Probably a better ceiling light would be nice too. Yeah, we have officially used every single thing from this pack more than once. And I'm not mad about that. I think it actually turned out really nice on the inside. It's kind of a fun color scheme. We do have this little patio space left to furnish. There are a couple plants that look like they could totally be outdoor plants to me. Hold on, I've changed my mind. I want to like swap this around a little bit. That's cute. Maybe one little tiny book stack too. Okay. That's it for there. Now the outside. We do have to be kind of careful about how we're doing this because I want you to still be able to get around easily out here. And I'm thinking about getting a lounge chair. These ones even come in pink, which is so cute. So we can put those up here and maybe they could have an easel or something too. I put easels all over the place in my builds, but they're just a nice way to make money. And it's fun to have custom artwork too. Okay, I think that might be the whole interior space done. I'm worried about adding too much more because I don't want it to become non-functional if we really overdo it. I think the outside could probably use a few bits of help. So I'm gonna go through now and do some terrain paint. Oh, okay, I've been sitting here trying to brainstorm names for this lot while I was doing the terrain paint and I've got a good one. Plant Lover Loft. It's not that good, but I liked the alliteration with the lover and the loft. Is having a bird bath random? Probably. We could do a little pink flamingo. We have all this pink everywhere. Maybe they could be 2 of them. I'm actually gonna put a bunch of planter boxes in the back of the house too, because of this whole garden vibe that we're going for. I want this sim to be able to grow a lot of crops. And the ones inside might actually not work that well. So at least if we have this outside, you can still definitely grow something. I'd love to have like some ivy going up the walls or something, but I decided to make it just base game and Blooming Rooms, so we can't really do that. It's honestly, I think, really good. We probably just need to get 1 or 2 more things, like an outside trash can, and we can like tuck that away back here so it's not so visible from the front. And then on the inside, we don't have an interior trash can, but that's okay, it's so small. We've got a fully functional, very expensive kitchen, dining table, living room, fully functional bathroom, cool greenhouse area. And then we have a lofted bedroom upstairs. And that, my friends, might be the fully finished build. I made sure to mention the kit is free in the description as well. I'm like trying to cover all the bases. I'm telling YouTube, I'm telling the gallery, and I've got it uploaded for you in case you want to download it. Oh, I should have saved first. Please, 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 please. Okay, okay. You'd think I'd learned my lesson by now. Did it refuse to upload? Why does it feel like that didn't even work? Oh, maybe it did. I didn't get a pop-up. Oh, okay. I think the gallery just doesn't work right now. It says I have no bio and it's refusing to load. So that's probably why. All right, I'll upload it later for you. Thank you for watching this video though. I hope that you enjoyed it. This is kind of a different vibe for me, but I like how the color scheme turned out, and it's really fun to make stuff that is like so cluttered with plants. This kit has some genuinely really nice items in it, so I'm gonna say it again. Make sure you go get it while it's free, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I'm currently pre-recording this a little bit because I'm posting this on the day that my 24-hour stream ends, so I'm gonna feel completely dead inside by the time you're watching this. Stay tuned for a 24-hour Sims Unpaused video. I am really excited about it.